What's up, YouTube? This is D-Watch, Bobby Couvert, and I will be making a new deck video. This deck, Little City, it's one of the metas right now, and I like it, especially with Fissure at 3 this format. I think it's a lot better than it was last format, and I did run it a little bit last format, and it was pretty good, so I'm going to be running it, maybe start running it, and see how it works out. So, one Stratos, he can pull Alius, Captain Gold, whatever from your deck to your hand. 3 Elemental Hero Captain Golds. You can discard to get a Skyscraper to your hand, but main point of him is that he's a 2100 beat stick that's a light monster. 3 Elemental Neos Alius, 1900 beat stick, and light monster, warrior. He's just a beat stick in the deck. 2 Thunder King Rai-Ohs. Right now I don't think 3 is necessary. I'm good with 2. 1900 beat stick, can negate special summons. And you can't pull cards from your deck to your hand. So that stops Blackwings, Glad Beasts, Zombies, Gadgets, etc. 1 Cyber Dragon, can be special summoned, 2100 beat stick. Only reason I'm using them. Get 2 big monsters on the field at a time. 2 Banishers. Kind of my tech card in this deck. When skill drain's not on the field, his effect is pretty amazing. Everything gets removed from play, which is really good right now, especially against zombies and Blackwings, Lightsworn. It's really good right now, and it's a light monster, so honest. 1 DD Warrior Lady. Skill drain doesn't negate her effect. I usually don't normal summon her, and because it's 1500, scared of Bottomless. I usually set her. She gets attacked. I can remove her and the other monster from play. 1 Exiled Force. Effect gets past skill drain. Can tribute it to destroy 1 monster on the field. That is a very good card. 1 Gorz. I don't think you need to run it in this deck, but it's nice to have, since if they blow up your field, it's kind of nice to drop Gorz, and it's basically a nice response to just about anything. 3 Honest. Kind of like the Kalut for Lightsworn and just light decks in general. You can drop them and you gain your opponent's attack. So all my monsters and all the monsters in Little City have crazy high attacks anyways, and so it's gonna take a little bit of, pumping up to get over them get over my monsters in the first place. So that's gonna inflict big damage. 1 Skyscraper. I don't think it needs to be ran in this deck, but I like it in this deck just because you can discard gold to get it. Plus it pumps up your elemental heroes, which is nice. And I'm thinking about running a Wild Heart, so that just adds to it. 3 emergency calls. Just pull your elemental heroes from deck to hand. 1 Rhoda. Again, just pull your warriors from deck to hand, which is basically all the elemental heroes plus DD Warrior Lady, Exiled Force, and something else. And that might be it. Yeah, DD Warrior Lady and Exiled Force. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 Fissures. Fissure's a good card this format, especially at 3. I like it a lot. It just, you get a lot of, it helps with the field presence, and it takes out some of their better monsters on the field. 1 Smashing. Good card, destroys a monster with the highest defense. Just, it's a staple, I think. Right now I think it's a staple. At Shonen, it won me a lot of games. Not in this deck, but in my Blackwing deck. Smashing did win me a lot of games. I smashed into Judgment Dragon and attacked for game. I mean, it's nice. Brain should be a staple this format. Just pay 800, take control of 1 of their monsters. I usually use it only if I'm going for game. 1 Heavy, Magic Trap removal. Mystical, Magic Trap removal. 3 skill drains. Pay 1000, negate all effects on the field. it's a pretty amazing card right now. All the top tier decks have crazy effects, and this just stops. It's just such a good response to most of the decks out there right now. 2 Oppressions. Pay to negate special summons. Every deck right now is special summoning. This stops it. 2 Bottomless. Bottomless has to be ran this format. There's no decks that I can think, top tier decks, that run monsters that don't run monsters with more than 1500 attack. Blackwings do, zombies do, Lightsworn does, everything does. It's just, I mean, Shora Bottomless, Garoth Bottomless. It's a good response. Mizuki Bottomless. One Drop Dustshoot sends a monster from their hand back to their deck, and that's this 1v games that's shown in. Mirror Force, it's an answer to big attacks that they're trying to get through. If they're going for game and you chain Mirror Force, it's a good response. Solemn, pay half your life points to negate anything, basically, which is really good. This card is amazing. I wish I was back at 3, but whatever. 1 Torrential. Torrential actually wins me a lot of games, just because it blows up both your sides of the field, and I always have a monster in my hand with this deck, because there's so much searching with the Rotas and the E emergency calls and Stratos. You're searching a lot, so you torrential their field and then attack with 19, 21, and it's a nice card. So this is my Little City deck. I'll be testing it a lot this format until March, just because I think it's a good anti-meta right now. It's not the best anti-meta. I am basically an anti-meta player, and I play anti-meta more than anything else with Solidarity Gadgets, Little City, and besides that I play Blackwings, but this is a sick deck, and I ran this last format, and I'm going to start running it again and seeing how it goes. So, real quick shout-outs. Hypnotica717, I'll put his link in the sidebar, whatever. He's a cool guy, his name's Adam, check him out. He just got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! He's not a bad player. He's doing work, he has a good deck, he's playing zombies. And then also MattIncognito, who I just hung out with at Shonen, and we got to be buds, and he's a cool guy, and he's probably one of the funniest people I've ever met. So I'll put his stuff in the sidebar also. So thanks for checking this out. I'll be making a couple more deck videos tonight and putting them up because I need to, because I haven't for a couple days, and I need to put all my Shonen stuff, Shonen Report, all that junk up on YouTube. So thanks for checking me out. Remember, check out Hypnotica and Matt because they're pretty awesome people.